Welcome to Empowering the Working Mom podcast, the place where working moms find inspiration, support, and practical advice to thrive in their professional and personal lives while aligning it all with God. I'm your host, Latika Vines, a fellow working mom on a mission to empower you to embrace your God-given strength and resilience of balancing work and life while leading you to align it all with God. Twice monthly, we'll delve into topics that matter to you, from time management, advancing your career, mental health, your relationship with God, and so much more. Get ready for insightful interviews with inspiring working moms, experts, and thought leaders who'll share their wisdom, their experiences, their prayers, and their Tabitha moments. Because together, we can break down barriers, defy stereotypes, and rewrite the narrative of being a working mom. So get ready for your empowering moment. Welcome to the Empowering Working Mom podcast. Hey, working mom. I hope you are doing well. I want to say welcome to Empowering the Working Mom podcast. I am your host, Latika Vines, and I am so excited to have you join me as we kick off season 12 of the podcast. So whether you're listening during your morning commute, while you're folding laundry, or during a rare moment of peace with a cup of tea or coffee, I want you to know that this season is made especially for you. Now, as working moms, you and I both wear so many hats. We are professionals, we have our careers, we're a parent, we're caregiving maybe for a sibling or a parent or a grandparent. We're a wife, we're a friend. The list goes on. And we're juggling our schedules, we're chasing after our goals, especially at the top of the year, and we're showing up for everyone in our lives. But there's one thing we are often leaving out of that equation, and that is ourselves. Would you agree with me? That is why season 12 is all about one transformative, yet often overlooked topic, and that is rest. Rest is more than just a few hours of sleep at night, but let's be honest, we all love a little bit more sleep, right? But rest is about creating space to recharge mentally, emotionally, physically, and spiritually so we can show up as the best versions of ourselves. But you may be asking the question, how do we find rest when our calendars are packed and the world keeps demanding more? How do we rest without guilt, knowing there's a never ending to do list waiting for us? Those are the questions that we're going to be diving into this season. And we'll explore the science behind rest and how it affects our productivity and mental health, real life stories from working moms and men who've redefined what rest means in their lives. And you'll also gain some practical strategies to incorporate rest into even your most eventful and overwhelmed schedules. This isn't about adding one more thing to your plate. It's about reframing, readjusting rest as something that fuels you, strengthens you, and ultimately empowers you to move forward into what God has for you. Each episode this season will leave you feeling encouraged, equipped, empowered, and ready to give yourself permission to rest. We'll kick off things with a big bang in our first episode, which drops this Friday, January 10th, where we'll unpack the myths of this culture that we live in and talk about rest, about why rest isn't a luxury, it's a necessity. I can't wait until we get into this first episode. So whether you're a longtime listener or new to the podcast, I invite you to join me in this very important journey that we're taking this season. Together, we'll redefine what rest looks like for the modern working mom and empower each other along the way. So sit back and enjoy this journey. And I want to thank you for being here, for choosing to invest in yourself and being a part of this incredible community. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already so that you are made aware of the first episode that launches this Friday. And don't forget to share this to the first working mom that comes to your mind. I know there's so many of us, you and I, who we know, who we're attached to, who can benefit from what we're going to be talking about this season. So don't forget to share it with them. And don't forget to follow us on all of our social media platforms that are in the show notes so that you can learn about all the updates and bonuses throughout this entire season. Thank you so much for being here. I can't wait for us to get together on January 10th as we begin the season of rest. Until then, take care of yourself, give yourself grace, and don't forget that you deserve rest. Thank you for joining us on this episode of the Empowering the Working Mom podcast. As you reflect on the empowering moments, remember that you are not alone in this journey. It takes a whole village to be a working mom. Discover how big your village is by joining fellow working moms in our private Empowering Working Mom online community, where we continue this conversation and support each other every step of the way. Until next time, you got this because God has you.